And with the corners, BrownsWire.com graded the Browns cornerbacks. We'll start with Greg Newsome. They graded Newsome out as a C, and it mentions transitioned him into the slot. Newsome doesn't want to remain in the slot. If that's the case, it could be traded, or who goes to the slot overall. Newsome continues to show talent to play the position. Since we talked about Newsome, let's go right to Denzel Ward. It wasn't a great year for Denzel Ward. He signed the extension. Remember, he was banged up in the preseason, caught out of position a lot. Browns will need Ward to play at a Pro Bowl level in 2023. PFF grade 56.8 overall, 60.4 in coverage, 46.6 against the run. And it sounds Browns can't have him play that poorly against the run next season. They grade him at a C-. Brad, I think some of that, and I'm not excusing the season, but some of that was because you were asking Denzel Ward and a couple other guys to do things that weren't their strengths. That's not a good idea on defense or any other way of coaching.
No, definitely. And, he got off to just a terrible start to the year, right? Like, he really just struggled right out of the gates. And like you said, probably because they were asking them to do some different things early on. Listen, I don't think what we saw from Denzel Ward early this year and like the 30 PFF grades that were showing up early on in the season, right? Like, I don't think that is something that we will see a pattern of. I thought we saw him come on and play better late in the season. A couple nice interceptions towards the end of the year, a couple high-scoring games at the end of the year. I think normally, and probably with a fresh start and a fresh staff, you get the Denzel Ward that we're all used to going forward. This speaks to me more of an anomaly than a trend here.
Yeah, I would agree. If not, there's a whole bigger can of worms that's an issue. Yeah. All right, let's look at Martin Emerson and Greedy Williams' grades real quick before we let you go. And Emerson was fantastic. A 75.1 coverage grade from Pro Football Focus. Showed he can be a legitimate starter, needs clean up tackling, run support, but exceeded expectations, graded at a B+. Greedy Williams, up and down career, he's had all kinds of injury issues. Likely headed to free agency, graded at a D. Emerson he's really good. He's really physical. He gives them something. He gives the Browns trio something that's a little different. He's physical and he's bigger, and he still can run and play man coverage really well.
Yeah, he's fantastic. I am such an Emerson fan. He brings an edge to this defense, a physicality and in-your-face that they were missing that I think that, I like a lot about the Jim Schwartz hires. I think that he will instill that in this defense. But Emerson already has it in spades. He's got moxie. He's not afraid of any matchup. He'll, take on the best wide receivers in the league and not back down. And that comes from him playing, undermanned defenses in college against the best wide receivers in the country in the SEC week in, week out. And it's just kind of ingrained in him that, and that's the mentality you have to have as a cornerback, right? Like, you cannot, you're only as good as your next play, right? And so he just has that mentality, and he was fantastic this year, a bright surprise and one of the silver linings of this defense in 2022, and somebody that I'm excited to watch for years to come. So I love what he turned out to be after not even really knowing, like when they took him, it was kind of like, huh? Right? And but he really worked out, so.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. But can't wait to see more.